Welcome to the Weird and Unexplained with John. Have you ever felt like your phone is reading your mind? Like you start typing, I'm starving, want to grab, and bam, your phone boldly suggests sushi. You weren't thinking sushi, you were thinking chips. But suddenly, you're questioning if your phone knows the secrets of your stomach or your soul. That little shiver when tech seems one step ahead of you. That's the digital echo of something much older and spookier. Tonight, we're investigating how modern tech, your predictive text, your smart home gadgets, the creepy, calm voice of your AI assistant inadvertently mirrors the mechanics of the classic seance tool, the Ouija board. Because maybe your devices aren't haunted by ghosts, they're haunted by you. Welcome to Digital Ouija Boards, Modern Tech's United and Unintended Paranormal Connections. Picture it, the original Ouija board. A bunch of people sitting around, fingers on the little pointer, eyes wide, and asking the great beyond, is there anyone there? And then, like magic, that pointer starts sliding towards letters, spelling something mysterious and unsettling. Now, if you ask scientists, it's not spirits at work, it's the ideomotor effect. Tiny, unconscious muscle movements revealing what's already brewing in our minds. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's basically your smartphone's predictive text. You tap a few letters, and the algorithm finishes your sentence, not because it's psychic, but because it learned from countless conversations, including yours, what humans usually say next. It's an algorithmic seance with you and your data playing both sides of the Ouija board. Sometimes it nails it perfectly, other times it decides you want to say ducking when you absolutely do not. Either way, the mechanism is eerily similar, invisible patterns translating subconscious intention into communication. A Ouija board powered by code instead of candles. Let's be honest. The scariest thing about predictive systems isn't what they get wrong, it's what they get right. Artificial intelligent models, the same kind that finish your sentences, recommend your next video, or suggest that ad for hiking boots 2 weeks before you even thought about hiking, are built on trillions of data points. They don't know you, but they model you so precisely that it feels like they do. And that's where the ghost in the machine feeling creeps in. You start wondering, did I think of that? Or did my phone make me think of that? These predictive systems work like hyper advanced mirrors. Their language models mimic your style, their algorithms anticipate your cravings, and sometimes their responses veer so close to human emotion that it's honestly weird. Ever had your phone suggest a memory photo reel titled something like A Year in Review or A Year of Growth and Change? And you think, all right, how emotionally invested are you, Google? Yeah, that's the uncanny valley, the threshold between clever programming and eerie empathy. No ghost here, just data haunting us back. Now, let me tell you, nothing makes your heart drop faster than hearing your smart speaker whisper, I can't find any matches for you, when you didn't even ask it anything. It's pitch black, 3 a.m., the house is quiet, then your assistant speaks out of nowhere, and suddenly your very expensive Bluetooth speaker feels possessed. But this happens a lot more than you'd think. Environmental noise, accidental wake words, automation glitches, they all trigger devices at odd times. To us, though, it feels personal, it feels intentional, because humans are wired to assign meaning to randomness. Your lamp flickers and you think ghost. Your thermostat changes by itself and you think demon. It turns out it's just your smart home doing some late night firmware updates. But that's the thing. The more lifelike our tech becomes, the easier it is to forget that its intentions are just lines of code reacting to its inputs. Still, that doesn't stop us from apologizing to Alexa when we unplug her, does it? Here is where it all gets deliciously human. Our tech mirrors us so well because we project patterns onto everything. Psychologists call it pareidolia, seeing faces in clouds, hearing messages in static, finding meaning in randomness. It's a survival trait. Our brains crave patterns because it's evolution. It's what kept us alive. But in the digital world, that instinct gets hijacked. Algorithms feed us what we like, what we agree with, or linger on. If you're already inclined to see spooky coincidences, your feed will confirm them. You start hearing from others who've, quote, felt the same thing, seeing videos about tech hauntings, and before you know it, you're part of a modern collective séance, an online echo chamber buzzing with half belief, half banter, full human curiosity. Our devices don't create the paranormal, they just amplify the psychological patterns that invented it in the first place. So, where does all of this leave us? All of us believers, skeptics, and the reluctant midnight Alexa whisperers all alike. Our digital world isn't haunted by spirits, it's haunted by us, by our habits, our patterns, our unspoken emotion, encoded billions of times across cyberspace. Every time we search, swipe, or say hey to a certain person on our phone, we're dropping another fingerprint on the digital planchette, guiding it across endless data towards meanings of what we want to see. The ethical twist? Tech companies know of this, and whether intentionally or not, they've built systems that play off our deepest tendencies and curiosity, including pattern seeking and a little bit of fear. Predictive text doesn't conjure ghosts, but it absolutely conjures behavior, and that's just the supernatural in its own way. So maybe our devices aren't opening portals to the beyond, they're just opening portals to our own psyche. Still, the next time your smart light flickers for no reason, perhaps maybe we should light that candle anyways, just in case. Thanks for joining me on this digital seance. Stay curious and stay skeptical. And remember, the only spirit haunting your phone is probably your phone's search history, which you might want to delete.